Kids, be good. Mommy's trying to work.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking in with us. Back with Moms and Wine. We took a little break.
A 1 week vacation or perhaps a staycation.
A snoozer.
Yes.
We thought that you guys were probably celebrating the 4th of July, so I mean, we wind it up.
Yeah. It was a busy vacation week, I think, for everybody, and
Yeah.
I think everyone wants to be with their families and didn't want to be with us, and that's okay. We're not offended.
I sort of had to be with my kids, right? Spent the weekend at my sister's. Actually, was pretty awesome, I have to say. Although you're seriously tan, which is ridiculous.
Not. Like, this is me. I'm not.
Just so you know, I had 5 days in France, and like I'm like pale, but I use a lot of SPF. We already talked. I use a lot of SPF.
a ton of SPF.
But the holiday weekend was awesome. I have to say, I was really, really excited. So I had a little fashion faux pas, sort of. My kids were taking a nap, and all my clothes was in there, and I got wet by the pool at my sister's house. So I went into my 12-year-old niece's and borrowed a pair of shorts. I mean, I needed to cover up. So they did fit, though they revealed
They were booty shorts.
This was legit booty shorts,
hiney hangers.
and I had to wear them for about 45 minutes. I felt a tad uncomfortable until my husband's. I changed about an hour later, but my husband's like, "You should take those home." So I totally stole them from my 12-year-old niece, and they're going to be used for like hanky-panky, which is very important.
Children's clothing. I don't know if that's cool or a little work.
It's
I'm
not.
really
It's,
sure.
it's the juniors department, and
yeah,
it's totally
but there's
fine.
something about it that I don't know.
I didn't go there.
I don't know, Pam.
I didn't go there, but needless to say, if you see the booty shorts in La Casa Peckerman / Tenenbaum, do not come inside. So how was your holiday weekend? I know you're busy. You had a lot going on.
Yeah, holiday was good. I mean, we were at the beach for the week.
Yeah.
Our family went down to the shore, which was great. We had a great time. You know, lots of family time, lots of eating, lots of non-healthy.
What about the planning for the big fiesta? What is going on?
My daughter's first birthday party is this weekend.
Yeah.
This coming weekend. And we are in full birthday force. And I have this tendency to really go overboard.
Theme?
There is a theme.
Okay.
So my daughter's name is Everly, and the theme is Everly Hills because when we first had her, my son, who's been to Beverly
love that.
Hills,
That's cute.
my son who's been to Beverly
Okay.
Hills, thought that was her name. He was like, "Oh, this is my baby Beverly Hills," and I'm like, "No, it's Everly."
No,
so
but that's pretty awesome.
It sort of stuck.
In some places, you should really just call her Beverly.
Yeah,
Hills.
so totally inspired by like the Beverly Hills Hotel, the pink and the green and the
Yeah.
cabana stripes. You know, and I wish I could just end it there, but it doesn't end. It just, the ideas keep coming and the work keeps coming. And so at 3 o'clock in the morning, like me and my sister, who's an amazing help to me, crafting. We're like two Martha Stewarts crafting at 3 o'clock in the morning.
What do you think is like your biggest over-the-top sort of aspect of this? I mean, you're a decorating expert, so I mean, what's sort of like the big thing for you that you feel like maybe mommy went overboard, but it's okay, I don't care.
It's in a restaurant.
Okay, that's fine.
An indoor restaurant.
Okay.
But that wasn't enough. I needed to make it an outdoor restaurant too. But it is an indoor restaurant. So I have taken the entire restaurant and gotten a tent for the outside of the restaurant, and now we have an indoor-outdoor restaurant.
I sadly, Vanessa, see your restaurant and I see your outdoor spaces. So I did the same thing for my son, who's now just turned 2, but last summer he turned 1. And we had an up and away hot air balloon theme, not to be confused with like a hot air balloon as like a pilot theme. This was more like sort of like a cute,
like primary colors.
Yes.
And
it was beautiful. I
cute.
mean, I had them mold. So this is my over the top is the flowers. Not that the kids will care. Not that they're going to remember.
Kids don't care about any of this.
Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
This is a party for you, and that's fine. Own it. Don't judge yourself. Don't let others judge you.
It doesn't bother me. I love getting together with family and friends. I love seeing everybody. I love throwing parties.
I love throwing parties.
And celebrating anything. And so my daughter's one.
Yeah.
But it's more about like my husband and I. We made it 1 year with 2 kids. I mean, I know everybody does
and
it,
they're
but
still
it's not
ticking.
easy. Yes.
No.
So we're celebrating us. That's really
I think it's totally fine. Like, I'm not judging. I think I know people have judged. I've done like over the top of the cake, the flowers, but I did it for me. So I had my son's 1-year birthday last year. Last year, so 2015. I'm like, how many kids? And then the previous year was my daughter's 1 year, so now she's 3 and his 2. So that was 2 back to back. And hers was a elaborate tea party. And I mean, I really went all out. I had like, what is it called? What are the flowers that are on the branches? The pink
Orchids?
No, not orchids. We had orchids too. They only bloom for like a month, and they're huge in DC.
Cherry blossoms.
Thank you.
Cherry blossoms.
Okay. So I had these like cherry blossoms flown in, and from them hung like teapots, and then I had flowers molded. Flowers are my thing. And you know what? Here's the thing. Like, within your budget, if you choose whatever is comfortable for you, as long as you're not going out of what is comfortable in your budget, I think it's okay. And I don't
even whatever you want to do is okay for you as long as that works
as long as
for you.
it's comfortable.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: at the end of the day, it was a party for me and my husband, and I had a great time.
Yeah.
And
I think that's the hardest part. Like, you put all this work into it, and now you watch it unfold. And sometimes I think it's difficult to enjoy yourself at these events.
Do you?
I really do. I mean, I have great family and friends that kind of like pitches in and helps, even though I don't ask for it. And I feel like I can relax and speak with everybody and enjoy it. You know?
Oh, the speaking is with the crying at the speeches was like it's the worst.
But do you? I just love birthday parties, and I love making my kids feel really special as they get older too. You know, on these special days. But do you continue to have a party for everybody for every age? Because I kind of tone it down with the yes, like it becomes more children as they get older.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think really elaborate and over the top first birthday was fine by me, and they sort of scale down as they get older for a few reasons. One, I think it does get a little bit excessive, and I think I make it more kiddie. As they like we just did like in Manhattan we did like a Chelsea Piers like bouncy castle, like that kind of stuff. More child oriented and fun and casual. But also I feel like as they get older and the kids understand, then they see the elaborateness, and so I sort of want to scale to a point where until we get to a place where they can understand that mommy worked really hard. So like at 8, I wouldn't throw them as big a party as I did when they were 1.
Of course.
Because they understand, and then they don't, sort of, I need them to understand that I work really hard, daddy works really hard, you guys work really hard to provide for that. So we scale down and we go more kiddie. And then the next one is really bar mitzvah and bar mitzvah.
That's Sweet 16
that's going to be that. Oh, I just went through that with my niece. My sister did that, and that's like the next level.
Yeah.
So I think like if you want to rent a Ferris wheel and go over the top and do fireworks and have your own little 4th of July, knock yourself out. I mean, celebrities do it all the time, and they get judged all the time.
So it's so funny. My family's always done great birthday parties. My mom always threw me great events. But when I look at celebrity birthday parties, Tori Spelling comes to mind. Have you ever seen?
Good or bad?
Amazing.
Okay.
She throws these unbelievable, thought out, planned parties for her kids that have incredible themes, like no detail, and she does it herself. Like, she's physically the person crafting.
Do you really think she does it herself?
Absolutely. I think she's like super hands-on, and I really do.
There was actually something I saw of hers, this was like years ago, and it was a great tip, and she was talking about how she structures food and tables. Again, obviously it depends on your space, but this can be scaled in whatever space you live in, so that there's a flow, and it was like a diamond flow, so there's like some kind of hors d'oeuvres here, there's like cocktails here, something here and here, so people are
circulating.
And I know it seems like super logical, but I'm like, oh my god, Tori's so smart.
No, I think that her mom was probably this entertaining like guru, and it's in her. It's in her blood, like, you know.
I think it's about making it like my sister's really good about this, like just making your guests like feel comfortable. So I can't wait. Like we're house hunting now, so I want to have that ability to do that at home too. Kids parties at home are sort of like my next big thing.
We usually do have them at home for the most part. This is like one of the ones that we haven't had at home.
I haven't had any at home yet.
I know, we usually do. Like, my son we live on the beach. So my son's we don't live on the beach. In the summer we live on the beach, and my son's first birthday was on the beach.
That's awesome.
Which is amazing. I know. I feel, and I also, you feel this like pressure. Like, am I doing the same thing for my second that I did for my first? Am I doing it right? Like,
I felt so mine were back to back, so I was like, I got this, I'm good. And I mean, I was basically with one. I wasn't really working as much. So here's the thing: it was a lot easier. I'm going to be very honest, because like at one point,
it is so easy to plan a party while 2 kids are around you and no one's sleeping and.
No, but I mean, it's really really hard. So
I think it's harder.
One of the brands actually, the vendors asked me, so are you the event planner? I'm like, kind of. I'm the mom. So it is a job, and I don't know. Have you shared any pictures like of the birthday?
No, I was actually thinking that if the birthday is obviously this coming weekend, that I would like to kind of coordinate with this that we're doing. I'll post photos.
Yeah, because I want to get inspired.
On my blog.
Because I think like you have all these great decorating ideas for parties, and you're really big on color. So you were telling me actually recently about like some trend in the celebrity space on like nursery decor, and things are changing. It's not rosy posy paisley anymore,
I think
it is.
I think you're always going to find clientele that believes that a nursery should be pastel. And I've read so many things from people on online that have opinions saying baby nurseries has to be primary colors, that it has to be stimulating, it has to be pastel colors.
Stimulating.
The most. First of all, you know what happens in that room? Sleep in the dark. Sleep in the dark.
This is true.
So that's like the most that goes on in this room. So I don't think that anybody should get really fixated on color.
Okay.
I just recently was in LA and I worked on a nursery for a client, and I wanted her to paint her moldings gray, a darkish gray.
What would be the walls?
The walls were gonna, well, one wall was gray and the
Okay.
rest were like wallpapered, and I wanted these moldings to be dark gray, and she was like, I don't know about this, I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know, a lot of reservations.
That's because it's unexpected.
Yes,
I think that's
exactly.
the big thing,
And I think that to a lot of people, paint seems like a commitment, but it's not. So I recommend right now, there is a trend heading towards painting things darker.
Okay.
Painting walls darker. I've seen navy walls, black walls, dark deep gray.
Yeah,
walls.
I've seen you do a lot of
Yeah,
navy
and I don't
layering.
mean every wall. I mean like a wall, a focal
Would you do
wall.
like maybe, like for somebody who's like afraid, like not afraid, but you know, like it's a big commitment. Maybe
Yeah.
just like one wall.
Yeah, like a focal
one
wall. Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is a focal wall. Like one
Yeah.
focal wall, you paint that maybe like a navy blue. And the idea is that maybe originally your furniture was going to be a darker color. You're flipping
So
it.
now you're doing the other
Yeah,
way
so
around.
now maybe
Okay.
you get beautiful white furniture or something lighter and you know, and brighter, and you paint your wall dark. You're just visually reversing it. And I know that it's a commitment to some people. They think it is, but paint is really easy to paint over.
That's the thing. Like you can't really make a mistake.
It's not
right?
that much of a commitment. It's not as much of a commitment as furniture
Or fashion.
Exactly. It's just not. And I think it's beautiful. And I don't think people should have this idea that baby rooms have to be a certain way.
Okay. So if and or when I have a third, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna
Yes.
discuss because I actually like grays. So even though I feel like for the summertime, I kind of like bold colors
Well, yeah,
in my fashion. As
I
you
know.
can tell.
We're talking about all these dark colors, and it's
Yeah.
like it's like 100 degrees outside, and I think that
But I
bright is the way to
have-
go right now.
Yeah, so I'm bold and bright. You know, I mean, we're almost always wearing
Yes.
like pinks or corals, but so I love this. So this is like my fun summer bag. It's from the Great Bag Co. It was
I love
designed.
that idea.
It's super bright and
I love
it's
that.
bold. It's in your face. It was designed by Robert Verdi, who is like a hysterical. He's like the original, I think, like style guru. Like the word was created for this guy. I adore him. It's one molding. It's super fun. Really easy. I know everybody's saying it's like a beach bag, but I kind of use it
I
sometimes
see
just
this as a
because.
beach bag.
And here's why.
Reminds me of like a jelly, like
It
jelly
is. It's
shoes.
like one big jelly mold. It's not. I mean, not cheap, not expensive. It's $120. You can get it on. I think it's greatbag.co or Macy's.
Okay.
Super fun. I like the fact that like no matter what my kids do to this, it is resilient.
You can hose that thing
Vomit.
down. Hose it down.
Vomit comes
You know.
off it. Whatever I do inside, I mean, it just kind of like always stays neat and clean, and it's cute and it's fun.
Since you guys can't touch this, for
yes.
moms out there, this feels like a Bumbo seat. It's made out of a very similar material to
Ooh.
Bumbo, so obviously you know how easy that is to
It's
wipe down.
fun, and like, I mean, not that I recommend, but like, should your kids, I had my kids do this, like bite things, you know, they're not gonna have metal in their mouth.
Right.
I mean, it's not the best thing to do. I don't recommend it. But yeah, so these are our fun show and tells.
Yeah.
This was our welcome to summer, really.
Yeah.
And we hope that you stay with us for the rest of the summer. Have a great week.
Thanks for hanging.
Bye.